That's the proper reaction to somebody in a spider suit going.
No, a 34-year-old in the spider suit. That's the appropriate response to have.
Perfect. Yes. Welcome to Woof, What a Mouthful. I am Taylor.
I'm Whitney.
Also known as Spider-Man.
We're talking about, can you guess, Taylor, what we're talking about? Harry Potter?
Captain America?
Captain America? Wolverine?
Oh, no. No Way Home.
I'm going to go all the way around. It's a home run. It's so dumb. We have to take that out.
It's going to be too hard to edit.
So bad. You all came here. You knew these jokes were bad. They're going to get
I'll have to save the one joke I told you for when we do a Star Wars episode.
Please. We'll come back to that. We are talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you haven't watched it, get out.
Or if you don't care about spoilers, stay and then get out and go watch it after you watch our episode.
Yeah. This is the most recent installment in the Marvel Universe Spider-Man trilogy. And oh my God.
It was so good.
So good.
It was so good. When we went to the theater, there was a gal that walked in and she was wearing her spider suit. And I was very excited. It's like, oh, it's going to be a good crowd. We're going to watch it. We're going to have great reactions. I had no spoilers going into it. Did you?
Oh, well, the main one, of course. If you guys didn't know that all three are in this, where have you been?
I don't know where I was.
You didn't know?
I didn't know. And I pooped my pants, basically. The move was because I didn't want to make too much noise. But I freaked out because as soon as Andrew Garfield took off his mask, I mean, sorry, I love Andrew Garfield. Don't get me wrong. All of the Spider-Men, excuse me, have a really great spot in history. But for whatever reason, Andrew Garfield, I don't know if it was a combo with him and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy or what it was, but I just loved him as Spider-Man. But then I was like, okay, there's no way Tobey Maguire is going to be this. And he took his off. And I was just like, I'm done.
But first of all, before we get off the whole Andrew Garfield thing, you know he lied to Emma Stone when she asked him, right?
I saw that. And then she's like, Jerk.
Yeah. Yes, but like, you're in the Spider-Man movie, right? He goes, no, I'm not. And then she found out, she was like, you're a dick.
It's nice though that they're still friends. That's good. That's a good thing. Because, oh my gosh. Well, and okay, so kind of, I don't know what that noise was. The thing I was noticing as I was being a nerd and going on Pinterest and like looking at all the different Spider-Man movies and stuff, did Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst date?
All of them, all the Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy combos, they've dated.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Stop it.
Yeah.
That's really cute. Even if some of them didn't last, that's really cute. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
My whole theory, I don't have a favorite Spider-Man. I think Tobey Maguire was an excellent Peter Parker. I think Andrew Garfield was an excellent Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland is a perfect meld of the two.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
He is so good. And again, something else I didn't know. I mean, I did with this movie, but I can't remember. Maybe it was his first appearance as Spider-Man. But as soon as I heard him in an interview, I was like, damn, you're British too? What? Like, what? Toby's the only one who's not?
Now, as far as the women, we've had Kirsten Dunst and we've had Emma Stone and now we have Zendaya. I'm so sorry, Zendaya. I am not entirely certain how to pronounce it. She's cute as hell. I'll give her that.
I'm pretty sure it's Zendaya because I heard in an interview, I think she referenced her own name and she pronounced it like that.
Right.
So you were right the first time.
Do you have a favorite of the three?
I will say nothing against Kirsten Dunst, but she's probably my least favorite out of them.
I would agree.
And I don't have a reason other than it just is, but I really like Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. And I think the combination of
I like Emma Stone, period.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Mhm.
But I really do think that Zendaya and Tom Holland are a perfect match for each other in their universe for Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And then I think Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield were a really good casting choice. And even though she's not my favorite, I think Toby and Kirsten were a really good combo together. Like, it works. You don't look and go, but would it? You know, it
Visible across all three.
exactly.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite?
Emma Stone. Granted, though, if we're going to compare Gwen Stacy's, we need to compare Haley Steinfeld as Spider-Gwen in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, which, if you all haven't seen that movie, that is my recommendation. If it's, you need to see all the Spider-Man films, but
there's something about her in general. It's kind of like Emma Stone. There's just something about her that is
quality there. And maybe it's just Mary Jane versus Gwen Stacy as a character.
Maybe. I hadn't really thought about that. Mm-mm. There's so many different little avenues. I really liked kind of flipping around here. I liked seeing.
Sorry, my upstairs neighbors are being really loud.
Are they like Irish step dancing in January?
They're heavy-footed, whatever the hell they are. Anyway.
Yeah. As I look up in my single story. But, you know. I love seeing a good chunk of the villains in a different light in this one. I thought that was fantastic. And I was impressed that they got everybody back because they were all the OGs.
Well, and you know,
for their role.
Willem Dafoe came back because he asked if he could do all of his stunts.
Badass, man. The Green Goblin, he does such a good job at making you hate him. He does such a good job at it. And then on the flip side, so endearing. And Aunt May. And Happy.
I thought she was safe.
I know.
Having Uncle Ben in this universe, I thought she was safe. And then they pull this shit.
But I will say, the only saving grace for this shit that was pulled was that Andrew's Spider-Man got to save Zendaya's MJ when he couldn't. Oh, it was. I turned the color of your suit, not the blue part or the black part or the silver part, the red part.
I'm one of those people. I hate it when people clap for planes landing. I hate it when people like just clap unnecessarily. Movies especially. But this deserved every ounce of applause it got. It's like when you finally get Chris Evans saying, "Avengers, assemble." It deserved it. It deserved it. It was so paramount. Yeah. It built to it. It was a climactic moment. It needed the hoops, hollers, and people were out of their seats. Our theater was packed. I went with a friend of mine and we dressed up, of course, because y'all been here long enough by now, or at least you know me well enough by now. I dress up for shit. I am in my mid-30s and I still cosplay. I still go to movies at opening night and I do this. So
it's what you love.
People were out of their seats. It was a great crowd. People were excited. And rightfully so. I mean, we didn't even. You and I saw this back before Christmas. You guys, we've waited over a month to talk about this at this point.
Like, I was texting Whitney in all caps, but not just like one text in all caps. It was like the rest of the night was all caps, freaking out. I didn't go opening night, and it was still, like you were saying, it was a full theater, and the energy was great. And I think they were smart too because sometimes when movies expect like a laugh moment, I mean, you tell me, you're in that world professionally, but it seems like they give an awkward pause or silence afterwards for it to be filled. And if there isn't the reaction there in your theater, it's just kind of crickets. But in this one, it seemed like if nobody had responded, it still would have worked well without an awkward moment. But even though people did respond with the loud cheering and the clapping, you didn't miss any dialogue or anything afterwards. So they did that magic balance there.
Oh yeah.
I appreciated it a lot, but oh my gosh,
this movie was also almost 3 hours long.
Didn't realize that.
It didn't feel like it because there were no slow parts. There were no portions where you look back on it and go, they could have done without it. It was a constant. The speed may have like slowed in tempo a little bit, but it picked right back up. I equate it to, this is going to be weird. You've been to Busch Gardens in Tampa, right?
A long time ago once.
What is it? Cheetah? Is that the ride they have?
I think so. The big roller
enclosure.
Yeah.
It's on the propulsion track. So it's not like I don't think it's like a constant go, go, go. They actually take you and they have portions of the track that shoot you out and they get you up the inclines. And when they get you up the inclines and slow down and they come back down and you gain momentum and you go off again. That's kind of how I felt with this movie, is that even in your slower parts, you know, they're building that momentum to shoot you out of the gate again and go
like
perspective.
Slow, but it had substance. It wasn't just filler.
It wasn't unnecessary filler. No, it made sense. And there was so much like meta in it as well. They made cheeky comments about,
you're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Come on. I love the call out to him going, yeah, I'm in my back. I can't take it. Toby's like stretching himself out after he's like falling on the cars. The actual like the meme of the Spider-Men like pointing at each other from they did that too, and it was great. They even made mention of Jamie Foxx being like, oh, you don't look like shit anymore. What happened to your lisp? But, you know, they fixed all that, which was it was a horrible design choice in The Amazing Spider-Man to make him the way that he was. It was awful. He was not a threatening villain. This, he had more of a Killmonger feel to him. You were like, I wouldn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah.
No.
And
but
it was redemption for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, Alfred Molina is always great in whatever he's in. I love to see him come back and play his role. I loved that the Spidey suit could control the tentacles.
Right.
It's fun. And then we get into something else. The Spidey sense kind of being able to take over when Doctor Strange knocked him out of his body. And he's just like, oh, no, I got this. I can kind of control my own shit. What?
I mean, this is going to sound... I feel a way less in control version of that whenever I've had a panic attack. I was like, that's what a panic attack visually looks like your body's doing.
It was a nice way to, with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, you kind of had that, and Into the Spider-Verse, which I will reference here and there, you have that like momentary way of them showing the Spidey sense. We hadn't seen that with Tom Holland really up until this point.
That's true.
In that out-of-body experience, you kind of see everything vibrate around him. But that's a new way to do it, and it's appreciated. We've got Aunt May as a holy shit moment. We have Andrew Garfield being able to have his redemption moment. Were there any... Well, I mean, I guess the holy shit moment for you was seeing all three of them on screen together.
Yeah. That was like, wait, what? And when they were freaking out that Tobey Maguire produced his own web.
Is that the only place it comes out of? Like, what a Tom Holland question to ask.
Oh, I really hope that was that improv? Was that just thrown in there?
No, but God,
I really hope it was, and they just kept it. But
I love Zendaya looking at Andrew Garfield and going, crawl around. You're a deeply mistrusting human. And just gets him, continues to crawl. I'm like, Ned opening up the portals? Do you think he's going to become Hobgoblin?
Oh,
I hope not. Because Harry, you can kind of tell, Harry was in both Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Ned promised he wouldn't do that.
But see, that's the thing that I worry about, because in the past ones we've had, our Uncle Bens have passed, rest Uncle Ben, and we have also had the best friend turn goblin, which they oozed that there's like a bad quality to them somewhere with Dane DeHaan and James Franco. But Ned, and I am blanking on the actor's name. Oh dear God, we'll come back to that. There's such a sweet quality of the two of them as friends. And I hope he doesn't. I know that's exactly the pathway it's following, but
I hope it doesn't either. Jacob Batalon, Batalon. I don't know if you can.
Battalion.
Where's my camera?
Oh, that's all sorts of blurred out. We'll post him.
What do you mean you couldn't see that? I'm professional. I will say I was thrown off not seeing him with his hair for the first time.
He had he got no hair.
You got a good dome. Good for you. If I had no hair, I would be lumpy McLumpykins. Pretty bad.
I'm not sorry in my head, so different ends.
You have a nice shape. I can feel the dents in mine. Things happened.
Things happened in childhood. Your brother beat you because of the juice box. There's a callback to the last episode.
Go watch the episode if you don't get it.
Yes, number 9, and
I'm dying on my own spit. Okay.
We've not really discussed Doctor Strange a whole lot, which that amp up into the Multiverse of Madness. That's going to be a different episode. I love that Wong was made the Sorcerer Supreme over Doctor Strange, just because of a technicality of him not being there during the blip.
Yeah, it is so good. And I like how Doctor Strange, it's like, no, call me Steve. No, call me Doctor.
Mm-hmm. He was fun to have in there. For me, this ranks as, I really had a panic attack there mentally. I thought I said reeks. This ranks as probably the top Spider-Man film for me, not just in the Tom Holland universe, but across all of them.
It's
out since Tobey Maguire.
It was so well done.
Fan service, top tier. The writing, top tier. The excitement and just the way it brought everything around full circle and then leads you into a new path. It doesn't end Cabot to where you're like, it's all tied up with a cute little bow. It's not.
No, but it leaves you wanting more without you feeling incomplete.
Yes. And you're not exhausted at the end of it. At the end of Infinity War, I was tired. At the end of Endgame, I was tired. So good, don't get me wrong, but I was tired. This one, I was jazzed, ready to energized. I gotta go to work in 6 hours, but I'm ready to
let's do this. Let's go now.
Had I been able to immediately buy a ticket and go right back in and watch it again, I'd have done it.
Yeah.
I was so excited, and I need to go see it again. Because this is not, that's another thing too. I feel like this is the first, they may have done this with Shang-Chi actually. Or
another good movie.
But I'm sorry, the Eternals. This was the first big, exciting film that's come back out into theaters post the first wave of COVID. We're still going. Y'all are alive, you know. But this
Yay!
just wait for it. We're trying. This was the first movie that is not immediately or within like 2 to 4 weeks going onto a streaming platform or out for purchase. I don't think this movie is available to stream or purchase until the beginning of March. And it's now December, 16th, 18th?
Somewhere around there.
Decently long time. Right.
And it makes total sense. It's like back in the day when you actually had to wait that long.
Do you remember when we were kids, we'd have to wait almost 10 to 12 months for a Disney movie to come out on VHS after the theater? And now we're like 3 months.
Yeah.
You can watch it on streaming tomorrow. Instant gratification is ruined us as a society, and yet it's made us somehow, I don't know, we're more efficient with it. That's a different conversation. We're not talking about that now. And it's like politics.
It is really, excuse me, it is interesting though, how you say that. Can you imagine if this had been done in the times where we did have to wait that long for an average movie? It probably would have been double that amount of time.
Yeah, probably. So now we have, now we've, sorry, I have like 4 different thoughts in my head. I'm like, have we touched on this? Have we talked about that? So now we have Spider-Man has finished out, and now we go into, we're waiting for the Multiverse of Madness. We are waiting for Thor: Love and Thunder, and the shows that we're now getting are Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel, we're getting Moon Knight is coming out soon with Oscar Isaacs, and that weird like in between phase of, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
It's okay, I'll wait for you to find it because I'm not 100% sure.
Nope, I have to look it up because I didn't prepare.
So we were like, we're gonna do this very organically because we find that our episodes flow better this way. But you also see these organic moments of, oh crap, let me look it up. Let me use the Google. All right, you got the answer.
Morbius.
Yes. Okay, so those previews look, to be a special effects artist on that, holy crap.
I have such high hopes.
Yeah.
Joker for Jared Leto, but I am holding my tongue.
Yeah. Did you see, this is way off, but did you see Joaquin Phoenix Joker?
It is on. I know.
I'm curious to hear what you think about it. I think he did a brilliant job. I like Joaquin Phoenix as an actor because you fully just see the character. I know nothing about the dude, and it's intentional that he makes sure nobody knows anything about him. But
he's method, and he is incredibly closed off.
Yeah, but it was very different from what I went in expecting, but it was very good. It was really well done. But anyway, that was a sidetrack. Back to home base.
But there's no way home. Who said that before, you guys? Oh my god. Anyway.
You're welcome.
So we are, where are we getting at here? I don't even know. Where's my timer at? Left on my timer. Oh, okay. It stopped and it never told me. I have no idea how much time it took. I tried so hard. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, what time is it? I don't know.
Well, it's 8:40.
It was such a good movie, and we probably could talk for another however many minutes we have been talking about this. The one character. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go. I remembered what I was going to talk about, but go ahead. The one character.
I felt so bad for Happy.
So they remember Spider-Man, but they don't remember that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah. But Aunt May, Tony, like, that's a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel bad for Peter Parker.
Well, here's the thought for you. Mary Jane at the end of the movie is still wearing the Black Dahlia necklace that he gave her.
Yes.
So is there still like a possibility kind of at like the end of Fantastic Beasts when Jacob goes into, or when Queenie goes into Jacob's shop and she smiles at him and he puts his hand back where the bite was. Is there still like that was same energy? Come on. And
I think, I think there's hope.
Yeah, I do too.
But
it's just
in that moment, I was.
But
what were you gonna say since you remembered?
Well, it ties into that too. At the end of this, Peter moves into his own like not decrepit apartment, but a very like tiny
starter apartment.
I wonder if they're bringing in kind of the same because they brought J. Jonah Jameson in across the universes. The landlord from Tobey Maguire, is it the same guy? And his daughter? And if he's now in his own apartment and he's graduated and he doesn't know anybody anymore, is he going to go and start taking photos for the Daily Bugle? What a fun full circle way to bring that back in, right?
100%.
That's my theory is that now he's out of school. But I mean, he's far more like technically inclined because he did everything that he did with Tony. I like that they've harkened back to like the more original Spidey suit with that like really shiny blue.
Yeah.
And that great material. But I really want him to go and take the photos for the Daily Bugle. Even if it's awesome. Everything now is like the podcast, the vidcast for the Daily Bugle. But
yeah. Oh my gosh. What is the Daily Bugle a-hole's name?
What?
What is the guy's name who runs the Daily Bugle? What is his name?
Oh.
I know.
Damn it.
Anyway, he does such a perfect job at that. Like he like jumped out of the comic book, in my opinion.
Oh no, like that's the guy that plays J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. I don't know his name.
J.K. Simmons.
Sorry, I have these.
J.K.
Okay. I have these moments where I feel like you can read my brain, so I don't fully finish my thought, and I just expect the people I know really well to be like, okay, you fill in the blanks.
What's the movie with the guy that sits at the table with his kids?
Oh, yeah, The Holiday.
See?
I'm Mr. Napkinhead.
Oh my God. So, we're kind of at like a natural like wrapping point. I have no idea what we're talking, but still. So we said we would talk about this. Welcome to the end of all of it. If you haven't seen it, you know what happens now. Kind of. You should still watch it either way.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Our next, we are a week late on releasing another episode because we both forgot to record last week.
Yeah, I got to Thursday and I went, it's Thursday.
I did too.
So, it's okay.
And then I was like, what am I?
I love how we both had that moment though at the same time.
You and I both gapped it. So next week, we're going to do better. We're going to try and do better. And we're going to talk about the Potter reunion. We're going to talk about the Potter reunion. And how much we both cried.
I don't like that it's been 20 years, but I like that it's been 20 years that we can have this to watch, but we'll discuss it. But that facial expression, yes, I'm going to screenshot that when I'm editing, and it's going to be the contact picture for you.
Yeah.
Pissed off in a Spider-Man suit. Well, your recommendation is go watch this Spider-Man film, guys.
Yes.
It's so good. And just
all of them. I think you'll appreciate this one more if you watch the other ones first. Binge them.
I just want to rewatch, because when you rewatch something, you pick up more things than your brain didn't pick up on before, just because there's so much going on. So definitely our recommendation. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're gonna put up some fun things. I know you sent me a piece of artwork.
Oh, that was Pinterest, man. Right. I don't know who the artist is.
And I'm like, come on. I'm not crying.
I knew what I was doing too when I sent it. I was like, this is gonna be emotional, but it's happening. So sorry, not sorry. It had to be done.
Of course.
But yeah. Well, and have you cosplayed Spider-Gwen?
I was thinking about that when we started the episode. I have done body paint for Spider-Gwen and kind of a pseudo like body paint for Spider-Man as well. And now I'll post.
I'll post those. Post them.
And get those up there.
I'm trying to think of anything Spider-Man wise, and I have nothing other than who I knew played them backstage at Marvel, which nothing exciting there. So no offense, but there's no fun stories.
Oh, what was that? I guess right after Infinity War, when I went to visit Universal, and I was like, I have to go take a photo with Spider-Man, but Universal still has Marvel because their agreement is they can only portray Marvel as they are in the comics. They can't cross them over to the MCU universe. So you have Spider-Man, you have Captain America, but
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No. Like, I don't know. So when I went in and I talked to him, and I'm like, I'm going to get at your feet and I'm going to wrap myself around your leg and cry because of what happened in Infinity War. And he just looked at me and goes, you're going to do what? And I'm like, why are you not playing? Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So
that has to be so frustrating for those guys. But we're thinking about going to Disneyland in the fall. So we might do obviously depending on what the Rona is doing. Yeah. But
I had a little friend of ours reach out and say like, hey, come, you ought to come out and check out Disneyland. And okay, and I was like, I don't know, but then I'm like, why wouldn't I? I've never been out west. I'm going to go out west. So,
and the Avengers Campus.
Let me know when you're going.
Yeah, I will. And I'm just continuing this episode. Apparently, the animatronic that flies between the building. Have you seen that?
This is the face of someone in the know.
I'm going to text you and you can put the clip up on our Instagram, but it is wild. What I will be sending you is not a human being, just saying, like the people upstairs who are stomping. This might be our sign that it's time to wrap up because they're like, stomp, stomp, stomp. You need to get a broom, go.
Girl, I've thought about getting up on my ladder and vacuuming my ceiling.
If you do, take a picture and post it.
I didn't think I would fall off my own ladder holding my vacuum upside down. I'd have done it already. I love this place, but that may be the reason I move. I don't want to move. I love it here. I really like my loft.
Yeah, maybe they just need to move. Or work on.
They have the entire, so on this floor, this has nothing to do with this. I live in a building. It's 100 years old, which is great. It's got such character to it. It used to be an ice factory, which sounds really strange. Didn't you just put ice in the fridge over there? This is stupid. Anyway,
let it go.
I'm on one floor with 4 other units, and then upstairs is all one giant unit, and then it's got a loft with it. Homie has all of it. I'm like, that makes
Homie needs to invest in
have all that space to make this noise, and you choose to do it right above mine. Instead of thwip thwip, we're gonna go thwip thwip.
On that note,
we're still recording. Okay, we gotta wrap this up. This is just gonna go downhill.
We're down the hill, baby. We are down the hill already. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and flip. You have to end the recording. I don't have control over that. It's you.
That's right.